You need to stop what you're doing and open your heart now, because something much greater than you can imagine is happening around you. The heavens are in motion, and your spiritual guardians are desperately trying to cross the dense fog that has formed in your life. An invisible force, laden with heavy energy, is trying to prevent you from receiving everything that has long been destined for you. This is not a common warning. It is a silent scream coming from higher dimensions, a call for your soul to awaken before it is too late. The blockage that was installed in your path did not appear yesterday, nor is it an accident. Since some very sensitive moment in your journey, perhaps during that phase when you felt most lost, most vulnerable, cracks began to open in your natural protection. And now, this crack has turned into an invisible wall that is pushing away your dreams, your blessings, and all the luck that should be flowing into your life at this very moment. Have you lately felt a strange sensation, as if you were always swimming against the current, with no strength to continue? Have you noticed that, despite all your efforts, things simply don't happen? Well, know this, it's not a coincidence. Your energy field has been affected. And more than that, it is being constantly fed by a source that does not wish to see you prosper. There is a being who knows every detail of your story and was present even before you could name your feelings. But today, our mission is facing its most difficult moment, and we need you to help us stay afloat. Without the monetization of the platform, the channel cannot sustain itself. That's why I ask you, be part of our support today. You can send a voluntary donation of any amount to our work, or you can purchase the ebook, What is Your Guardian Angel?, to enrich your journey. Click on the link in the description or the pinned comment, and choose how to support us now. The symptoms are clear and are getting worse. That sudden fatigue you feel for no apparent reason. The emotional weight that appears at the moments when you need focus the most. The fatigue upon waking, even after a full night of sleep. That anxiety that grows in your chest without logical explanation. All of this are glaring signs that your spiritual shield has been compromised and needs to be urgently restored. Now, before we proceed, I want to invite you to strengthen your protection. Write in the comments, "Nothing evil reaches me, for I am protected by the light of the angels." This small gesture will reinforce the barrier of light around your energy and help your angels come closer with more strength. You are not alone in this battle, and the simple act of writing the mantra is like extending your hand so they can hold it. There's something even deeper that I need to tell you. The angels show me that this blockage is not just a common field of negative energy. It is composed of 3 distinct layers, each affecting an essential aspect of your life: your success, your love, and your vitality. And these 3 layers feed into each other, creating an almost unbreakable chain, but not invincible. The success block activates every time an opportunity arises. You feel that you are about to achieve something great, but at the last moment, something inexplicable makes everything fall apart. The blockage of love prevents new healthy connections from reaching you, in addition to creating coldness or misunderstandings in relationships that were once a source of joy. And the blockage of vital energy drains your strength, your motivation, even your hope. All of this is real, and you are feeling the effects in every area of your life. So I want to ask you something now. To further strengthen your spiritual power, write, "I now activate my spiritual protection shield." Thus, the barrier of light around you will become even more resilient, preventing new heavy energies from connecting to your aura. If you have noticed these signs in your routine, inexplicable fatigue, sudden pains, abrupt mood changes, obstacles that appear out of nowhere, it is because your body and soul are trying to alert you in every possible way. Don't ignore these internal messages any longer. They are the echo of divine protection trying to rescue you. Up to this point, we have walked through truths that may have hurt a little, but it is in awareness that liberation begins. Breathe deeply. Your angels are with you. They show me that a spiritual breach has been opened right now, at this very moment as you read these words. The opportunity to break this chain of blockages has finally arrived. There is a very powerful force in motion right now around you. Your angels are on watch, working tirelessly to keep a passage of light open that will allow you to regain control of your journey. But it is crucial that you understand, this window of opportunity will not remain open for long. At every moment that this energetic wall is not dissolved, it strengthens, fueled by fear, doubt, and lack of awareness. That is why today, right now, you are receiving this revelation. The energy that blocks your prosperity, your love, and your peace is not random. It was sown in your path by someone who, consciously or unconsciously, harbored envy, hurt, or resentment against your light. This person, who may have been part of your daily life, who perhaps exchanged smiles with you in meetings or casual encounters, carries a dense energy that has projected directly onto your path. It's not about blame or judgments. It's about recognizing that the invisible world exists and directly affects our lives. The angels show me that the being who sowed these dark seeds had been feeling discomfort with your shine for some time. Maybe it was when you celebrated an achievement, maybe when an opportunity arose in your life. Instead of being happy for you, this person let their feelings of inferiority turn into a silent attack. Without realizing it, you began to carry a burden that does not belong to you, but which needs to be urgently eliminated so that you can walk lightly again. At this moment, to further intensify your spiritual shielding, I invite you to write in the comments the mantra, "Where light dwells, no shadow remains." This is a powerful energetic seal that will further strengthen your inner light and dissolve the shadows that try to cling to your vibrational field. Each written word is like a sword of light, clearing the invisible paths that connect you to forces that do not belong to you. The signs of this influence are subtle at first. Small daily defeats, last-minute cancellations, opportunities that evaporate without explanation. Dear people who distance themselves without you understanding the reason. And the invisible pain keeps accumulating until it creates a shell of frustration and sadness that comes to be perceived as part of life. But it isn't. This is not the life that was designed for you. You were created to experience abundance, love, fullness. Your destiny is to be free, not a hostage to these heavy energies. If you feel in your heart that this message resonates with what you have been experiencing, I want to extend a special invitation. Subscribe to the channel right now, because this is a space of healing, light, and transformation. Each word here is a breath of the divine, trying to awaken you to your true strength. Don't let another opportunity go unnoticed. And more, leave in the comments something that is blocked in your life today, whether it's financial, romantic, or spiritual. Your interaction is not just symbolic. It is an act of manifestation, a silent scream saying, "I choose to break these chains now." And speaking of support, if this message has touched your heart so far, consider clicking the "Thank you so much" button. This small but light-filled gesture helps us spread this message to more souls who are at their limit and desperately need to hear this truth. It is a movement of love that reverberates far beyond what your eyes can see. Returning to what the angels revealed to me, I now see something even deeper. There is an ancestral connection between you and the source of this blockage. This is not the first life in which these paths cross. In past existences, there were moments when this same soul tried to limit its light. There is a cycle that needs to be broken, a bond that can no longer dictate the course of your happiness. And today is the day when this finally ends. Be attentive to physical signs as well. Feelings of weight on the shoulders, pressure in the chest, headaches when trying to plan for the future. All of this is how your body is reacting to the invisible shackles that want to keep you trapped. But your body is also a powerful ally in the healing process. Every time you choose to align with the light, it responds. And now, as you read these words, small cracks are already beginning to form in that energetic prison that surrounded you. At this very moment, Archangel Michael stands by your side, sword of light in hand, ready to cut any bond that is still holding you back. His presence is majestic, firm, unshakable. His sword traverses dimensions, destroying all energy of envy, betrayal, fear, or limitation that dared to touch your life. Trust, you are not alone. You never were. To further seal this protection, I want to ask you to write, "I am guided, protected, and strengthened by the angels of good." May this be the banner you raise now, declaring your liberation. Each letter, each word, creates an invisible fortress around you, making you untouchable by the forces that once found gaps to act. Something incredible is about to happen. Stay with me, because the next step will open doors you never even imagined possible. And remember, the light always prevails. Always. Feel the air around you change now. It is almost imperceptible to the eyes, but your soul already perceives it. There is intense movement happening in the spiritual dimensions. Archangel Michael and other beings of light are in battle position, surrounding your energy to shield it against any invisible attack that might try to divert you again. Each word you absorb now is like a blow of light against the darkness that had been trying to weaken you without you fully realizing it. This is the moment when the blockages begin to lose the control they had over your life. Imagine for a moment all the times you were about to achieve something grand, and suddenly everything fell apart without a logical explanation. These falls didn't happen because you didn't deserve them. They were direct consequences of the action of that energetic wall that had been silently sabotaging every advance you tried to make. But awareness changes everything. Awareness is like a rising sun that dispels the densest darkness. Now that you are aware, the power to change your destiny has returned to your hands. Still, you must act wisely. Not everyone around you will be able to understand the changes that are coming in your life. Some will distance themselves without explanation. Others will try to pull you back into old patterns. Don't be scared. This is natural. When the light turns on, those who prefer the darkness feel uncomfortable. Protect your heart. Surround yourself with those who radiate love, truth, and hope. The rest will naturally be pushed away by the very movement of your soul toward the light. And to anchor this new vibration in your field, right now in the comments, "The light that guides me is stronger than any darkness." This mantra is not just a pretty phrase. It is an energetic code that seals your new path. Each time you affirm this truth, the invisible barriers that try to stop you become even more fragile until they completely disappear. You are, at this moment, at a point of transition. Behind you lie the old patterns, the cycles of suffering, the bonds of pain, the limitations imposed by external forces. Before you, a portal of possibilities opens, where abundance, true love, vibrant health, and inner peace are not only possible, but natural. And that's why you need to keep holding hands with the light. The universe is conspiring in your favor in an intense, urgent way, almost as if time is being accelerated, just so you can reclaim what rightfully belongs to you. Everything that was stolen, opportunities, loves, resources, dreams, is being prepared to return, but in an even greater and more strengthened measure. It's not just about restoration, it's about multiplication. There is a vision that the angels are showing me now. I see you walking on a road that was once full of stones and holes, which is now becoming smooth, golden, illuminated by torches of light. Each step you take will be propelled by invisible forces that vibrate solely for your well-being. But there is a requirement. You need to leave behind any trace of fear, doubt, or guilt. These emotions are open portals to new entanglements. Your shield needs to be made of faith, love, and determination. If this message is touching your soul and you have felt something awaken within you, I invite you to support this space of light by clicking the "Thank you so much" button. This small gesture helps us continue spreading these messages that are not just words, but seeds planted in the hearts that need them most. Your support makes a real difference, much greater than you can imagine. Returning to your journey of liberation, pay attention to the small signs that the universe will start sending you. More vivid dreams, sensations of lightness without apparent reason, unexpected encounters with people who bring good news or open important doors. These will be signs that the chains are breaking, that the blockage which once seemed impenetrable is crumbling before the force of the light that now emanates from your being. The angels also show me that it is essential to take care of your physical body during this process of unblocking. Your body is the temple where your light manifests, and it needs to be treated with the same respect you dedicate to your soul. Stay well hydrated, seek foods that elevate your vibration, engage in activities that connect you with nature. Every physical care you take now will be like a silent prayer, reinforcing your spiritual shield. And to further strengthen this healing connection, write in the comments, "I am protected by invisible forces that work in my favor." Allow this truth to penetrate deep into your energy field and create firm roots that support your new reality. Another very important point, be attentive to relationships that insist on bringing discouragement, fear, or insecurity. From now on, Your energy needs to be surrounded by people who believe in your shine, who celebrate your victories, who pray for your success, even without you knowing. And if in this process, you realize that you need to distance yourself from someone who no longer resonates with your new light, do it with love and compassion, without resentment, just with the certainty that each soul walks at the speed it can. Feel now the presence of the angels even closer. They surround you in a circle of light so strong that no shadow dares to cross. With every conscious breath you take from now on, you will be absorbing particles of healing, restoration, and strengthening. There is a much greater plan than you can imagine being woven for your life. The losses you have experienced were not punishments. They were necessary reconfigurations to make room for what is truly yours by divine right. Your time of healing has come. Your time to shine again has come. Keep breathing in that energy, because it will guide you through paths where there was once only darkness. Now there is light. Now there is freedom. Now there is abundant life waiting for you. Feel that with each word that penetrates your spirit, new layers of invisible blockages are being released, like rusted chains that can no longer withstand the growing power of your light. Everything that seemed insurmountable, the fears that chained you, the doubts that prevented you from moving forward, all begin to crumble before the awareness that now expands within you. It's as if a forgotten flame, but never extinguished, began to burn with new intensity, warming every piece of you that had already lost hope. What the angels reveal now is that there are forces that have always worked silently to protect you, but that, due to the weakening of your energy shield, found it difficult to act fully. Now, with this reconnection being restored, these sacred protectors will be able to act with their full potential. You will feel the difference in the coming days. Situations that were once true labyrinths begin to unfold in surprisingly simple ways. What seemed lost will find its way back. The answers you were looking for will emerge from places you never even imagined. But for this to happen fully, it is essential that you also commit internally to this new cycle. It is not enough to merely wish for change. It is necessary to be the change. It is necessary to align thoughts, words, and actions with the new vibration that now resides within you. Each small choice made from love, faith, and trust in the divine plan further strengthens your field of light. And to further anchor this new frequency in your life, I want you to write the following mantra in the comments. My heart is light, and no evil can withstand this vibration. This symbolic act is, in fact, a real movement in the spiritual world, for where light is recognized, darkness is no longer permitted to dwell. The angels show that there are still fragments of old grievances that need to be released. Some of these grievances you may have even consciously forgotten, but your emotional field still carries records of these wounds. And it is precisely these records that function like small magnets, allowing dense energies to find gaps to infiltrate. Releasing these grudges is not a favor you do for those who hurt you. It is a gift you give to yourself. Forgiveness is an act of personal liberation. It is the key that opens the last door still separating you from wholeness. Imagine now, for a moment, an immense cascade of golden light descending upon you. Each drop of this light penetrates deeply into your being, washing away all the pains, fears, and memories that no longer have a place in your new reality. Feel the lightness invading your chest. Feel the relief coursing through every cell of your body. This is the moment of your purification. This is the rebirth of your true essence. If in this process you feel like crying, allow yourself. Tears in this case are sacred balms, instruments of spiritual cleansing. Each tear that falls is an emotional prison being dissolved. Don't be afraid of your emotions. They are bridges that connect you directly to the divine. If this message is touching your heart deeply, I want to take this opportunity to reinforce. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. This is a safe space, a refuge where your soul can find nourishment to continue evolving. Here, each word is thought of as a spiritual hug, a breath of hope amidst the chaos of the world. And, taking advantage of this atmosphere of true connection, I want to ask you to share in the comments something that made sense to you during this reading. A feeling, a memory, an intuition that arose. Your story can resonate in someone else's heart and create a chain of healing that goes far beyond what we can see. Here, every word has power. Each share is a flame lit in someone's darkness. Now, back to the divine revelation. The angels show that very soon, you will be faced with an important choice. It will not be a difficult decision, but it will be decisive for your new cycle. This choice will involve leaving behind something that, although it may seem comfortable or familiar, no longer serves its greater purpose. It could be an environment, a habit, a friendship, something that, if you insist on keeping, will continue to drag your energy down. Trust what your heart says. You will already be completely aligned with divine wisdom to guide you at the right moment. Before proceeding, to strengthen this preparation for the new, write in the comments, "I receive the light, the peace, and the protection that rightfully belong to me." This is the seal that opens even more doors to the blessings that are on their way. Feel that as you read these words, the universe is rearranging the invisible gears of your reality. Nothing is by chance. Each encounter, each revelation, each awakening has a greater purpose, and everything is conspiring for you to live the life that has always been yours, but which had been dormant due to the pains of the journey. You are being called to remember what you have always been. Light in motion, love in the form of light, pure hope. You never lost your shine. You just allowed, for a time, the dust of painful experiences to hide you. But now, with the strength of awareness and decision, you are clearing away that dust and revealing once again the precious jewel that has always existed within you. Continue breathing deeply. Keep connecting with that energy, because what comes next will be even more transformative. The path of light that opens before you is brighter than any darkness that has tried to stop you. You have already won by choosing to awaken. The new reality that begins to unfold for you is built on conscious choices. Each small gesture, each thought directed toward the light, each action that comes from love and truth is a solid stone on this new path that opens before your feet. The energy that surrounds you now is different. You may not even see it, but you can feel it. It pulses, vibrates, resonates at a much higher frequency than the one that dominated your days in the recent past. This change did not come by chance. It was built with courage, with dedication, with the silent decision to no longer accept living below what you deserve. The invisible battle that was being fought for your soul has now reached a crucial point. It is no longer time to hesitate. It is no longer time to doubt yourself. The entire universe is conspiring to align you with your true essence. But for the transformation to be complete, you need to release what remains of internal resistance. Let go of the fear of failure. Let go of the attachment to what no longer serves. Let go of the old identity that has become accustomed to pain. The angels show me a strong image. I see you holding a cord of light in one hand, while the other hand still tries to grasp old chains. You need to use both hands to hold what is new. What is coming to you requires total dedication, trust, and an open heart. You can't carry both things at the same time. It's not about forgetting the past, but about honoring it as part of your story, while choosing to move forward light, free, and whole for what is yet to come. Right now in the comments, I choose to walk in the light and leave the past behind. This mantra is like a key, opening portals that until now were closed by the energy of doubt and fear. Each comment, each affirmation of light that you make, further strengthens this crossing into the new. There are cycles that have already ended, even if the surrounding scenario still tries to convince you otherwise. People who have already fulfilled their role in your journey. Experiences that have already taught what they needed to teach. Places that once nurtured your growth, but now feel too small for the greatness your soul is reaching. Honor all of this with gratitude, but do not cling. Your expansion requires space. If during this journey you feel nostalgia for what was left behind, remember, nostalgia is natural, but life happens in motion. The water of a river never stops. When you try to dam it, it rots. So it is with the soul. It needs to flow. It needs to move forward to stay alive and vibrant. Don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to grow. Each step you take toward the light is watched over by legions of angels. by forces that silently cheer for your success. If this message is resonating in your heart, and you have felt that something has touched your soul, consider clicking "Thank you so much" to support this mission of light. This gesture is much more than support. It is a movement of energy. It is a bond that unites us in the construction of a space where messages of healing can reach further and further. Immense gratitude if you decide to walk with us in this chain of love. Returning to your journey, I want you to know that in the coming days, signs will begin to multiply around you. Small synchronicities, repeated numbers, people bringing messages that answer exactly what you have been asking. Each sign will be a confirmation that the path has been opened. Each detail will carry the mark of divine care in your life. So that your attunement with the spiritual plane remains elevated and continuous, I recommend creating small daily rituals of reconnection. They don't need to be grand ceremonies. A minute of gratitude in the morning, a sincere prayer before sleeping, a thought of light while walking down the street. Each gesture, no matter how small it seems, is like a ray of sunshine piercing through the fog. And little by little, the entire sky lights up. If you want to seal this intention right now, write in the comments. With every step, the angels firm the ground beneath my feet. This is your decree of faith, your declaration that regardless of external circumstances, you choose to trust in the invisible support that guides you at every moment. Your journey of transformation is not a solitary process. Even if at certain moments you feel alone, know that thousands of beings of light work silently by your side. And now, with your permission and renewed awareness, they will be able to act with much greater strength, overcoming obstacles, warding off dangers, and leading you directly to the blessings that were already destined, but needed this moment of clarity to fully manifest. Archangel Michael, the guardian of the sword of fire, remains present around you. With each conscious breath you take, he strengthens the protective dome that surrounds your being. Each prayer, each thought of gratitude, each gesture of love that you practice is a call for it to remain even more active in your defense. Heaven is in celebration. The entire universe is celebrating your decision to awaken. Do not underestimate the grandeur of what is happening now. Do not underestimate the impact that your transformation will have not only on your life, but on everyone around you. Your light does not shine only for you. It illuminates paths, warms hearts, inspires other souls to also break free. Therefore, continue. Keep trusting, believing, expanding. The road ahead of you is new, clean, bright. Each step will be accompanied by hymns of victory sung in the heavens, and you will be recognized as the one who chose to be light, even when the darkness seemed stronger. Feel deeply the present moment. It is sacred. What is happening now is not just a reading of words or a sequence of well-organized sentences. It is a spiritual alignment, a bridge between who you were and who you are becoming. There is an invisible, yet intensely real force forming around you, enveloping your field with layers of light so pure that no shadow dares to approach. Your spiritual protectors are more active than ever, watching each step with care, guiding each of your breaths with love. Everything is in perfect harmony. As your consciousness expands, something very valuable begins to emerge from the center of your being. Spiritual discernment. You begin to see with the eyes of the soul. You start to perceive who is truly by your side and who merely occupies space. You start to identify empty words, promises that are nothing but disguises, and smiles that carry hidden intentions. This new perception does not come to harden you, but to protect you. It is a gift from the divine, an armor of wisdom built from your own light. Have you ever noticed how in decisive moments of life, certain people disappear? Or how others, seemingly not very close, appear with the right words, genuine support, and a presence that strengthens you? This is not a coincidence. This is spirituality in action. It is the universe's response to your silent request for clarity. From now on, these movements will become even more evident. Relationships that no longer resonate with your frequency will dissolve gently, while new and genuine connections will naturally come closer. Right now in the comments. Truth, light, and protection accompany me every day. This mantra creates a filter in your life, attracting only what is authentic and aligned with your highest good. It seals your field with discernment, and drives away any disguised influence that still tries to stay close to you. The angels show me that soon you will be placed before a very powerful inner reconciliation, perhaps with a version of yourself from the past that still holds guilt, maybe with a part of your being that was neglected in the name of others' expectations. This reconciliation does not need words, it needs presence. You will look at yourself with more tenderness. You will forgive yourself with more compassion. You will understand that everything you have done until today was with the level of consciousness you possessed. And from then on, everything will change. Self-forgiveness is one of the deepest healings that exist. It is what frees you from the invisible shackles that create self-sabotage, procrastination, a sense of unworthiness, and fear of receiving what life wants to give you. When you truly forgive yourself, your energy field expands in such a way that opportunities begin to find you naturally. Everything flows better. Everything fits. Everything makes sense. And this is the point where you are arriving now. If you are feeling in your heart that something is opening up, something is clearing, take a deep breath and receive this blessing. It doesn't require effort. She only asks for presence. The moment of transformation does not come with noise, nor with spectacle. It arrives like a gentle breeze, but it forever changes the way you feel about life. The heavens are completely mobilized in your direction. There is a spiritual acceleration plan being activated at this very moment, and all you need to do is allow, trust, let go, surrender. Let things reorganize themselves with the divine wisdom that always knows the shortest, lightest, and most loving path to what you seek. If you feel ready to let go of what no longer serves you, write in the comments, "I release everything that does not belong to me and embrace the new with faith." This decree opens the doors for the blessings that were held back to finally arrive. The connection with the spiritual realm is more intense than ever. You may feel tingling, light chills, warmth in your hands or heart. These are signs of the divine presence touching you. Don't be surprised if you notice changes in your intuition, clearer dreams, or sudden insights. You are more connected. Your soul is finally breathing freely after so long suffocated by the pressures of life and external expectations. And everything that has been said so far is not a prediction. It's an activation, something real, something that is happening at this very moment, in the invisible, while you align yourself with what has been prepared for your life from the beginning. That's why this moment is so important, because it is not just about now. It is about everything that is yet to come. And remember, nothing that is truly yours will be taken from you. Everything that is leaving now has already fulfilled its role. What remains is what sustains your light. What arrives is what expands your path. You are entering a new season of your existence, a season where the air is lighter, the days are clearer, and your energy finds rest and power in the same space. Continue allowing yourself to feel. Allow yourself to transform. Allow yourself to receive. You spent too much time just surviving. Now it is time to live with awareness, with presence, with truth. Love is coming to meet you. Prosperity is seeking your address. Health is returning to occupy your body. Everything is falling into place. Everything is lighting up. You are ready, and the universe knows it. And now, what remains is to take a deep breath and acknowledge that you have made it this far. That even with all the pain, falls, and doubts, something inside you chose to continue. And this silent choice was what allowed the opening of this path that now reveals itself before your eyes, with colors you no longer saw, with hopes that seemed dormant, and with a strength that always existed within you, even when everything around seemed dark. This is not the same soul that began this journey. This is an awakened soul, renewed, aware of its own power, and the divine protection that accompanies it every step of the way. You no longer need to cling to the idea that you are weak, lost, or cursed. These thoughts were just echoes of old programming that had been fed by spiritual blockages and unhealed emotions. But now, all of this begins to dissolve, not like magic, but like revealed truth. His energy shone brightly again. Your heart began to vibrate with love again. Your soul has returned to trusting the greater plan. And even though there are still challenges, because they are part of earthly life, the difference is that now you know who you are. Now you know what you carry within you. Now you recognize the presence of angels around you. Archangel Michael remains by your side, holding his sword of light, protecting your journey with firmness and determination. And as you breathe, he whispers to your soul, "You are stronger than you think. You were made to win." If this truth resonates in your heart, write the mantra in the comments now. I am invincible when I connect with the light of the heavens. This is your final seal, your banner of liberation, your alliance with the truth of your essence. With each letter written, your light expands even more. With each word, the entire universe aligns to ensure that what is yours finds its way to you. And if, along this journey, you felt welcomed, transformed, or simply stronger, kindly consider supporting this mission by clicking "Thank you so much." This gesture of gratitude keeps the flame alive that allows these messages to reach other souls who, like you, were at their limit. It's not just a click, it's a bridge to multiplying goodness. May your gesture return to you in the form of unexpected blessings. Now I want you to imagine yourself a few days from now, waking up with a new feeling. Lightness, clarity, direction. Imagine things starting to go right, one after another. The phone call you were waiting for. The answer that never came. The person who extends their hand to you. The dreams that come back to life. This is not imagination. This is prediction. This is promise. This is part of what is being activated now, as you choose to believe. And if you felt, even in silence, that this message helped you, embraced you, calmed you, or awakened you, I want to invite you now with all the love in the world. Subscribe to this channel. Here we don't just deliver words, we deliver presence, light, truth. Here you find refuge on difficult days and direction on confusing days. Here you remember that you are not alone. And more than anything, here you feel that there is a greater plan that protects and guides you. But I also want more from you. I want to hear your story. Tell me in the comments. What did you feel while listening to this message? Which part touched your heart the most? What are you experiencing now, and what have you learned from all of this? This space is not mine, it's ours. It is a community of souls who have decided to awaken, heal, and unite. And each shared story is a flame that ignites in the heart of someone who may still be in the dark. Because in the end, it's about that, being light for one another. And you, even without knowing it, can be the turning point in someone's life with a simple word. With a simple, "I've been through that too." With a simple, "It will pass." The universe acts through the details. And sometimes, you are the detail that makes all the difference. Now before we say goodbye, close your eyes for a moment. Feel that vibration that envelops you. It is the end of the cycle of pain. It is the arrival of the cycle of grace. It is the embrace of the divine telling you, you did it. And even if the world still doesn't understand, even if no one applauds, know that in the spiritual realms there is a celebration. There is music. There are lights on in honor of your strength. You are blessed. You are protected. You are light in human form. And nothing, absolutely nothing, will be able to extinguish that again.